school is out for the summer, it doesn't mean you need to take a break from learning.
No, it doesn't at all. And Crystal and I took a trip to Ithaca to learn some history at the Museum of the Earth and spend some time outside at the Cayuga Nature Center. Take a look this morning.
Take a walk back in time as you immerse yourself into our planet's history at the Museum of the Earth.
4.5 billion years of history are presented from the Earth's origin to the present day.
Located in Ithaca, New York, the museum encourages you to critically think about life on Earth from the beginning of time to present day.
When we designed the museum 20 years ago, climate change, modern and ancient climate change, was a major theme of the exhibits. As the years have gone by and modern contemporary climate change has become more conspicuous as a phenomenon, we've added much more content here, both online and in the in-person exhibits.
Supported by a team of experts, the museum takes care of one of the nation's largest fossil collections.
It's also become a resource for scientists from around the world.
The fossils are spectacular. People step on them every single day. Probably most people watching this have actually stepped on a fossil today because New York State was once covered by this warm, shallow sea 380 million years ago, and all the seashells and all the animals that lived there are preserved in these sediments that were coming off of the then huge Appalachian Mountains.
The geological history of our region spans centuries.
To really appreciate the essence of our landscapes, Warren emphasizes one point.
You can't understand what's happening today unless you understand what's happened in the past.
To value our natural history, you can take a quick trip to the Cayuga Nature Center.
Founded in 1981, it provides a place to explore the outdoors through 100 acres of woodland and fields overlooking Cayuga Lake.
The Nature Center also provides outdoor education opportunities through summer camps.
And ultimately becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable with what could be in your backyard.
It's getting them exposed to what is in their backyard, essentially. And so we have, a handful of snakes in New York State. Almost none of them are venomous, but a lot of people don't realize that, and they have a fear of snakes that is unnecessary. So getting them used to seeing animals that they might encounter that would scare them, but now you've seen one up close, you've touched them, and realize that they're not as scary as they might seem without the experience.
And after learning about all their friends here at the Nature Center, you can enjoy miles of hikes and trails that lead you along the streams and even the gorges for some picturesque scenes.
And if you want to feel like a kid again, enjoy the 6-story tree house where you can get a bird's eye view.
And if you want to plan your visit to the museum or the Nature Center, you can visit their website, museumoftheearth.com.
And the Museum of the Earth is open Thursday through Monday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Cayuga Nature Center Trails and Treehouse is open dusk to dawn daily. And I have to say, I highly recommend that treehouse. I think that was one of my favorite parts of visiting, as well as the wild animals. But that was my first time in a treehouse.
That was probably one of my favorite tree houses I have been in, but I just loved learning all the history at the museum and seeing all those fossils.
Yeah, there's so much to learn, and it's never too late to learn something new. And make sure you stick with us every Friday for a new edition of Summer Fun Fridays. We'll give you a sneak peek of where we'll be going next week.